In a significant development, Gaza has received its first shipment of aid via a temporary pier designed to boost the flow of humanitarian assistance to the war-ravaged area. The US military has confirmed that trucks carrying humanitarian supplies have begun moving ashore through this new temporary pier. The US Central Command confirmed the news, stating, "Today, at approximately 9 a.m. Gaza time, trucks carrying humanitarian assistance began moving ashore via a temporary pier in Gaza." Pentagon spokeswoman Sabrina Singh assured reporters that the distribution of the aid, coordinated by the United Nations, is expected to proceed without significant delays.
The establishment of the Trident Pier has been coordinated to support USAID's and the UN's effort to deliver and distribute aid. In the coming days, aid will be offloaded from the ships at a floating roll-on, roll-off distribution facility, ferried to this Trident Pier, and then driven to the shore in Gaza, where USAID and the UN will manage the distribution.
However, the United Nations has raised concerns about the near cessation of fuel imports, which threatens to severely hamper the delivery of aid to Gaza's 2.3 million residents. These people have been in dire need of humanitarian assistance after 7 months of intense fighting in the Israel-Hamas conflict.
WHO says that fuel shortages are also threatening the continuity of humanitarian efforts, saying that partners working on healthcare in Gaza require a minimum of 46,000 liters of fuel every day just for their operations. In case of an expanded military operation in Rafah, WHO warns that there would be a heightened demand for fuel.
The temporary pier project, with an estimated cost of $320 million, was commissioned over 2 months ago by US President Joe Biden. This initiative aims to aid starving Palestinians as Israeli restrictions on border crossings and ongoing heavy fighting have obstructed the flow of food and other supplies into Gaza. While this temporary pier provides a critical channel for aid, it is not expected to replace the more economical land routes, which aid agencies deem more sustainable. With this delivery, aid has now been successfully transferred via land, air, and sea.
The purpose of this temporary pier is to deliver critical humanitarian assistance to the Palestinian people. The pier is temporary and not meant to replace land routes into Gaza.
UN officials report that heavy fighting between IDF and Hamas near Rafah has displaced around 600,000 people, which is approximately a quarter of Gaza's population. Additionally, the renewed Israeli military operations in northern Gaza have forced another 100,000 civilians to flee their homes.
Although this is a new mechanism of assistance for Gaza, more, of course, must be done. Humanitarian conditions on the ground continue to deteriorate, and vital border crossings have closed at a time when moving more aid is critical. We are working tirelessly to surge assistance through all available means to address the impacts of this crisis. That's why the U.S. established a humanitarian maritime corridor to augment, not replace, ongoing efforts to scale the delivery of humanitarian aid by land.
The aid shipments will be unloaded at an Israeli-built port facility located just southwest of Gaza City, where they will then be distributed by various aid organizations. The World Food Programme, a branch of the United Nations, will be responsible for handling and distributing the aid.